Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
Morning showers across our north zone have moved out. We have sunshine moving in, and it is a beautiful Friday afternoon in progress. But what about Grand Prix weekend? I'll have that forecast just ahead.
Plus, pulling out of Paris, President Trump announcing that the U.S. will no longer be a part of the global climate agreement from France. What this all could mean moving forward. And a group of teens become the target of a gunman. The search is on for the man who fired several rounds into their car. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us here on Local 4 News at noon. I'm Rhonda Walker, and topping our news this hour, a developing story out of Romulus, where police are searching for a gunman who opened fire on a group of teenagers, relatives. Local 4's Coco McAboy has been following this story for us throughout the morning and joins us now with the latest. Coco?
A very scary experience for the group of teenagers. We spoke to the 13-year-old boy who was injured and the 17-year-old driver. We're not identifying them, but they're able to explain what happened last night.
It's not something you expect every day.
Definitely not, especially because the 17-year-old says he was just getting a pizza with his 13, 14, and 15-year-old family members. But as they were leaving the pizza place, a man driving this car was leaving the Burger King on Wayne Road. And then,
as he makes it onto like I-94 West, he gets on the exit. He just started shooting. He shot like 3 shots at my car, hit like 2 in the back of the car.
One of the bullets went through the back seat cushion, bruising his 13-year-old cousin who was sitting in the back seat.
And then we start hearing these shots. And then I feel like the first shot, I feel like something hit me around his back like a spike or something.
The 13-year-old says his cousins and brother weren't sure what to make of what transpired, and his 17-year-old cousin had to take the lead from there.
After he heard me say, yell, ow, he checked on me, and we just knew that some guy had shot us. So we hurried up, we turned back, but we were also still afraid.
Because they weren't sure if the suspected shooter was still behind them.
And then I just zipped home after that. Didn't really think about any other action, but just getting home, make sure everybody's safe.
A harrowing experience for such a young group of kids.
He was sitting right there. He saw both my older brother and my cousin. He could have shot them right there.
Police are continuing to investigate this case, so anyone with information is asked to call the Romulus Police Department. In Romulus, I'm Coco McAboy, Local 4.
Thank goodness all those kids are okay. Coco, thank you. We do expect to learn more today about an FBI raid conducted at a home in Dearborn. FBI officials say that the raid was reportedly part of an investigation involving national security and an out-of-state incident. The FBI says that there is no public threat. Meanwhile, a hit and run in Roseville has left 1 person dead and 2 others injured. It happened on Thursday at the intersection of Kelly Road and Masonic Boulevard, where 2 men in a Jeep ran a red light, hitting another vehicle. The men are believed to be connected to a robbery and were on the run when the accident happened. After seeing the story on Local 4 News at 5 on Thursday, one man connected the dots and realized that the victim who was killed in that crash was his neighbor.
And I looked out the window and I said, the car's not there. I said, wow, that's my neighbor, man. It just talking about it right now, I got goosebumps on me, man. You know, unbelievable, man. It's too bad it had to happen to them like that because they're very nice people, man.
The 51-year-old man was killed and his parents were injured in that crash. The suspect ran from the street towards a neighborhood where one of the men was arrested, but police are still searching for the other. And make sure you stay right here with us on air and online at clickondetroit.com for these stories and more. We'll continue to keep you updated 24/7. Meanwhile, a very important forecast for today and the weekend with Paul Gross. Of course, we have the free pre-day kicking off on Belle Isle today and the Grand Prix where the national audience will be looking at our beautiful Belle Isle all weekend.
Not to mention other things going on. You know, the Tigers are back home.
Yeah.
We have the Relay for Life at Orchard Lake St. Mary's tomorrow. All sorts of stuff going on.
All right, no pressure. Just keep it sunny and nice.
These shoulders can handle the pressure. I've been doing it for 34 years, right? I think I can handle it now. But hey, right now at this noon hour, we're going to say that part of the area are the haves and part of the area are the have-nots. Those of you that have had sunshine most of the morning, you have seen temperatures respond nicely. Take a look. Adrian, already 76 degrees. You'll be near 80 today, maybe above 80. Tecumseh, you're at 72. Manchester at 73. Dundee at 71. 72 at Metro. And then there's, as I mentioned, the have-nots, where we had some cloud cover this morning, and even those showers that came across, Lake Huron having an influence here. Look at Sandusky at 64, Emmett at 62, Romeo at 63, and then you see we have this diagonal of 70s here from Linden down to Holly, Pontiac, and all the way down to Ferndale, 72 degrees. As far as that shower activity, that's long gone. That's already moved out of Ontario. Now we're seeing sunshine build on in, so a beautiful afternoon in progress. We're going to see temperatures rise into the upper 70s in the areas that have had the sunshine all morning. Now, again, those of you closer to Lake Huron, you're going to stay in the low 70s, maybe only around 70 or so. Beautiful tonight at the Tiger game as well. But then we have the weekend to talk about, and we'll talk about that in just a few minutes, Rhonda.
We'll see you in a few. In the meantime, we are tracking worldwide reaction to President Trump's announcement that the U.S. will exit the Paris Agreement on climate change, a decision that some feel is in the wrong direction. Tracy Potts joins us now from Washington to explain why this is such a big deal.
The United States will withdraw.
Claiming it cost millions of American jobs, President Trump announced he's pulling out of the worldwide Paris deal on climate change, sparking protests in New York and Washington.
It's an extraordinary abdication of American leadership.
You can't build a border wall against carbon dioxide emissions.
The U.S. joins only 2 other countries, Nicaragua and Syria, not part of the deal to reduce emissions.
Americans don't like being isolated from the international community.
The president's supporters say it's a bold step.
We shouldn't have other nations lecturing us on how to clean up our environment.
What's next? President Trump says he'll try to renegotiate, but France and other countries insist that can't happen.
The Paris Agreement remains irreversible.
Dozens of U.S. cities and states insist they will continue to reduce emissions.
We're going to make sure that we follow this agreement.
Environmentalists and scientists worry about the long-term impact.
Record heat, more drought in some places, torrential rains and floods in other places, sea level rising, drowning coastal areas. The world will be a mess.
The U.S. now virtually on its own against the world.
And it won't happen anytime soon. In fact, it'll be a few years before the U.S. can formally pull out. Today, comedian Kathy Griffin will hold a news conference to address the controversy surrounding a photo that she released this week. You are taking a look live, actually, that press conference just getting underway, where she plans to address the true motivation behind that image that she released of herself holding what was meant to be a look-alike. President Trump and President Trump's head severed, a disturbing image, and the bullying that she says that she endured from the Trump family since then. Griffin has since lost her role with CNN. Russian President Vladimir Putin is appealing to corporate America to help President Trump.
Help us restore normal political dialogue. I ask you on behalf of Russia, and I appeal to the American side. Help the newly elected president, the head of the United States administration.
President Putin made the statement today at the International Economic Forum held in St. Petersburg. Putin says that U.S.-Russian trade is down 30%. And be sure to tune in on Sunday night at 7 right here on Local 4 to see the premiere of Megyn Kelly's new show. It's called Sunday Night with Megyn Kelly. And for the premiere, Kelly is going to be sitting down with Russian President Vladimir Putin for a really can't-miss interview, considering everything that's going on right now. That's Sunday night at 7 right here on Local 4, right after Nightly News. Coming up here next on Local 4 News at noon, you could see that she has a way with words. The girl who took home the coveted crown of the spelling bee, the national champion, plus the winning word and, more importantly, what it means. Plus the Leaning Tower, and it ain't Pisa, where crews are working hard and racing against time to remove a high-rise that's ready to fall. And chaos in the Philippines, what authorities are now saying about the attack at a casino that took the lives of dozens of people. Those stories and more when we come right back.
This week
Welcome back, everybody. An investigation is underway in the Philippines capital of Manila after an attack at a casino that killed 37 people. Police released these photos of the man that they say went into the resort's World Manila Casino this morning, shooting and setting gambling tables on fire and creating clouds of smoke. Victims actually died of suffocation, and the suspect committed suicide. Now, police deny terrorism is involved, but ISIS has claimed responsibility for that attack. In Wisconsin, one of 2 workers reported missing after a huge explosion at a corn mill has been found dead. Officials found the body on Thursday, hours after the blast on Wednesday night. It killed 1 and injured 12 others. Now 1 more worker still remains missing. Officials say that they do not know what caused the explosion and also say that the investigation has been difficult because of the compromised safety of the structure. A disaster was averted in Alexandria, Egypt, after it was discovered that a 14-story building was leaning at a sharp angle into another building. Everyone in the leaning building and nearby areas were evacuated. The area is now closed as civil engineers and construction workers try to figure out how to take down the building before it tumbles. One resident said that he believes the removal of a 3-story building affected the leaning building's foundation.
Means Marocain, Marathon.
That is correct.
Congratulations, Anaya.
The word was Marocain. 12-year-old Anaya Vignay won the Scripps National Spelling Bee on Thursday night. The Fresno, California native had to spell Marocain correctly in order to clinch the title. Vignay now takes home $40,000 in cash after nearly 12 hours of spelling every single word correctly. And in case you are wondering, Marocain is a dress fabric made of silk and wool and rayon, I believe. And it fills other yarns, apparently. Marocain. You can use that now. It's a new word we all have, right, Paul? Still ahead, weathering the race, how to manage heading downtown and being on the island for the Chevy Grand Prix, and if you're going to need the rain gear or not, Paul.
We're going to talk about that. Look at the computer model. According to this, we are going to be woken up early Sunday morning with some thunderstorms. The question is, are they going to stick around for the race Sunday afternoon? So we will talk about that, your entire weekend forecast just ahead.
5 Seconds Live mics. Good afternoon. You are listening to.
You tune in your favorite station.
Here's Somebody Told Me by The Killers.
How much do you know about the people behind the microphones?
You're getting heard on the air. You're being trusted.
It really is a real job.
We take you inside a radio station getting a lot of attention for who is running it.
Stand by. This job's changed me a lot.
That's what people ask me. They're like, are you paid? I was like, no, but just to have this experience is really awesome.
Tonight at 11.
Welcome back, everybody. We want to take you live to comedian Kathy Griffin's news conference addressing the controversy over the photo released earlier this week. Take a listen. All right, we are still waiting to make that connection right now. The press conference is where she is planning to address what she calls the true motivation behind the photo and also some bullying that she says that she's received from the Trump family. Let's take a listen.
He does provide a lot of material. I mean, you got to be honest. He really, it's a good time to be a comedian. It's scary to be a citizen, but it's a good time to be a comedian.
Should we take some questions?
Did I do everything wrong? I did everything wrong. I did everything wrong.
You're fabulous. Okay.
I don't know how this part works.
Okay, let's start over here. Okay.
Yeah, thank you. In December 9th, reporter Shreera Levine, quoted you as saying that you were happy to deliver a beatdown to Donald Trump and also to Barron, and that you, quote, wanted to go down hard on Donald and go direct for Barron Trump.
When is this quote from?
This is a quote.
Yeah, I've said that in my act.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She said that in her act. So
years ago.
So you admitted you're going after Barron Trump. Is that what this is all about?
How is she going after Barron Trump?
I think a comic should be able to make fun of everybody. Like
I apologize. My question was for Lisa.
Oh.
So are you aware that your client is trying to go after Barron Trump?
Okay, so that's a ridiculous, misleading question. And no, she hasn't said a single word here today about Barron. You're talking about something from a comedy act from years ago, I think. And let me talk about this issue of children. Okay, We can have edgy comics in America. Comics can say things that are not appropriate for children. Comics can create images that are not appropriate for children. Many things on the news are not appropriate for children. I'm a parent of 2 adult children and a teenage foster son. It is my job as a parent to filter out what is appropriate for my children.
And you are listening to Kathy Griffin's attorney there. You can also continue watching on clickondetroit.com if you'd like to continue to take a listen. But she made acknowledgement that a lot of people have made fun of President Trump, which is the part that you didn't hear with pictures and beheadings and other things, but they were all men. She says she's the first woman to do it, and she feels like she is being wrongfully treated because of it. Let's get over to Paul and get a look at this forecast for this Friday and the weekend.
Looking really good, Rhonda. In fact, hey, look at the Skycam shot of Belle Isle. Things are well underway there with the Grand Prix. This is, of course, Comerica Bank Free Friday, and temperatures right now are kind of all across the board, although you don't see it here in these numbers. Detroit's at 72, Howell at 73, Lapeer at 69, Monroe at 74, but as I showed you about 10 minutes ago, areas in the thumb are only in the 60s right now, down in the 60s. All right, here's that big upper level low pressure, and you know, we've been talking about this all week long. It really hasn't moved a whole lot, just about from here to here, but counterclockwise circulation, we've been telling you all week. And basically, picture this as a bicycle wheel. And there's spokes in a bicycle wheel. And each spoke is an area of little line of low pressure. So you see there's one spoke right there. There's another spoke down here. There's another spoke coming out right here. And those things have been kind of rotating around. So earlier in the week, that's what gave us those showers. And then as the week wore on, the showers went away, but we kind of stayed under its influence and we stayed cooler. But now it's finally moving away. And we can now at least enjoy a couple of nice days. And then we got to talk about Sunday. So part of it will be nice, but we'll talk about that in a second. So today, partly cloudy skies, becoming mostly sunny in some areas, so no problems for the afternoon rush hour. Then, as we get into tomorrow morning, we're going to have lots of sunshine. Great day to get some yard work done. Come on downtown for the Grand Prix. Head out to the Relay for Life at Orchard Lake St. Mary's. I'll be there. Anything that you have planned, we're going to be in good shape. But late in the day, this warm front approaches. Toward evening, the model is trying to spit out a shower or two. Maybe, but I think the better chance will be once we get into this warm sector with a line of storms coming through early Sunday morning. We're going to be woken up early Sunday morning. There could even be a strong storm in here. Then the front goes through. We get some sunshine, but behind the front, we actually pop up a couple of more thunderstorms in the afternoon. And of course, the race on Sunday starts at 3:30. So we're going to have to keep a close eye on where those pop up and just watch the radar in our local forecasters app. You can get it free in the App Store, and that'll keep you ahead of the weather through the day on Sunday. For today, that partly cloudy sky we talked about, 78 for the high, except in the thumb. You'll get that influence from Lake Huron. That'll keep you probably around 70, 72 degrees with a light breeze. So a very pleasant day. Now, tomorrow, as I mentioned, we're going to have sunshine, then becoming partly cloudy as the warm front approaches, 80 for the high. Also 80 on Sunday, but as I mentioned, storms to start the day, and then a few pop-ups later on in the afternoon, and it is going to be a steamy one. We start off next week in the low 70s, and then we warm up. And in fact, by next weekend, we'll be back into the 80s. But speaking of warming up, I've got some new information in here from Climate Central. Take a look at what's happening to our summers. Since 1970, our summers have not just warmed, but have warmed a great deal. Now that, like up and down line you see, that's the average temperature for the summer here in Detroit from 1970 to the present. So yeah, there are ups and downs. However, we are seeing a very decided trend, and yes, our summers have basically warmed up a great deal since 1970s. That's the latest on what's happening with our climate. And by the way, we're going to have a story for you about racing teams at the Grand Prix and how they use the weather and take strategy out of that weather forecast. We've put the entire story on clickondetroit.com, and it's really a fascinating story. I was out there yesterday. It takes you behind the scenes on the engineers and what they do from a strategy standpoint to plan around the weather when the race is going on. Rhonda?
All right, Paul, it is a very fascinating story, so make sure you head on over to clickondetroit.com and watch that. And we will have more when we come right back. Stay with us.
100.